Hi everyone, and welcome to your Pilates Flow class. We're gonna get started at the very front edge of our mat. So standing at the front, having your feet separated slightly. Stand up nice and tall, nice big inhale. Reach those arms up and overhead. Exhale to release your arms down by your sides and bend your knees. So you're bending your knees slightly here. Now lean to one side. So you're reaching your arm down the side of your leg so you get that nice length and that nice stretch through the side of your back here. And then lift all the way back up. Same thing on the other side. So just reaching your arm down the side of your leg and then lifting all the way back up. Nice big inhale, reach your arms overhead, raise your heels up nice and high. Press through the balls of your feet, find the strength through your ankles, and then release back down. Bending your knees, just slightly, tuck your chin. Start to peel it on down, think one vertebrae at a time, or you can walk your hands down your thighs, keeping a nice neutral spine here. So it's up to you. You can keep that neutral spine, or you can tuck your chin and then peel it on down. Think one vertebrae at a time as you reach down to the mat. So once you place your hands on the mat, you want to find the length through the back of your legs and then walk your feet back into that downward dog. So you're lifting your hips up high. You're just letting your heels gently press down towards the mat. Nice big inhale through your nose. And then exhale out through your mouth. So your first downward dog is never going to look as pretty as your last one. So really, it's about finding that length through your muscles, drawing belly button to spine to protect your back, engaging your abs slightly. One more breath here. And then you can walk your feet back towards your hands. Take your legs out towards the edges of your mat. And then you can turn out from your hips slightly. Bend your knees and then roll it on up. Or you can lift your chest and be more in that neutral spinal position. And then come all the way up to a stand. So nice big inhale. Reach your arms overhead again. Bend your knees, lower down into a squat and take your hands into prayer. And then reach your arms up and around. A nice inhale. Exhale as you lower. And then reach and lift. So finding the strength through your legs, making sure that you're hinging from your hips, bending from your knees, so that as you stand up, you're using your glutes to press your hips forward. Lower and lift. And again, taking it down, up and around. And press 4 more here. 4. Reach. 3. 2. On this last one, sit low in your squat and hold it here. Little baby pulses. You're keeping your chest open. You want to find that length through the crown of your head. Hinging from your hips here. Little press to lift. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now sweep your arms. Lift them up and overhead. Bend your knees and you can either roll it down or you can walk your hands down your thighs. Placing your hands back on the mat, walk your feet in and then step them back into that downward dog. So just releasing your heels down towards the mat, lifting your hips up high. Keep drawing belly button into spine. And then you can gently pedal your legs out. So bending through one knee. And then lift, stretch and bend through the opposite leg, letting that heel press down towards the mat. And then switch. And again, lift and switch. One more here. And then letting both of your heels press down towards the mat. Keep lifting your hips up high. You can always walk your hands back if you're feeling a little bit too much stress in your shoulders. And then you can walk your feet in towards your hands again. Bend your knees slightly. You can either roll it on up or you can walk your hands up your thighs in that nice neutral spine. Coming all the way up to standing. So now turning to face the side of your mat. Go into that plie squat, keeping your chest open, knees over your ankles. Reach your arms out nice and long, bringing your arms in, rounding them and opening. Nice big inhale and exhale. So you want to feel your back muscles engage as you open your arms out to the sides. Now go into a deeper bend and then lengthen. So straightening out your legs as you take your arms out to the sides here. Again, nice big inhale and exhale. You have 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4 more here. 3, 2. On this last one, stay low here. Bend through your knees. Now we're going to turn to face the side. So lifting your heel, rotate, lowering down into a lunge, lower down and up. Come back through center, opening your arms, lower and lift. Other side. So rotating through the ball of your foot, lower and lift back through center, down and up. Again, lowering down and up. Keeping that chest open. Focusing on turning your hips and turning your feet at the same time. Again, lower and lift. And again, making sure that the knee stays right over your ankle the entire time here. Lower and lift. And again, press one more on each side. Last one here. Come back through center. Pulse it down, reaching your arms up and overhead. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift on up. Walk your feet in just a little bit. Bend through your knees again. So we're going to reach towards the diagonal, lifting our leg, same side every single time. So press and lift, same side, down and reach. Finding the strength through that supporting leg here. Nice big inhale and exhale. Lower and lift. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Other side. Lower and reach. So you want to think about reaching up and over towards that diagonal and press. Finding the length through the crown of your head here. 3 more. 3. Push. 2. Last one. And release to come all the way up. Turning to face the side again. Walk towards the front edge of your mat. Reach those arms overhead. Nice big inhale. Exhale to release down. You can tuck your chin and peel it down 1 vertebrae at a time. Or you can walk your hands down your thighs in that nice neutral spine. Keep lifting your hips. Just find that nice forward fold. Find that nice stretch through your low back and through your hips. You can always bend your knees if you need to. And breathe here. 1 more breath. And then walk your feet back into downward dog. Again, lifting the hips, letting the heels gently glide down into the mat. One more breath here. Now lower it down onto your knees, walking your feet back, walking your hands back a little bit. So now you're gonna have your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Reach and extend opposite arm and leg, and then release back down. So going into bird dog, alternating right and left here. Reach to extend, and then lower. Keeping that chest open as you reach and press, and release back down. And again, reach to lengthen, and lower. Keep drawing belly button into spine as you reach and press. And lengthen. 2 more, 1 more on each side. Finding the strength through your trunk. And release back down. So now just taking one leg, reach and extend it back. Keeping the chest open, lift your leg up, and then tap the mat. So you can keep your foot and your ankle pointed, pressing away from the mat with your upper body as you lift and lower. And press. If this is too much stress on your wrists, you can always lower down onto your forearms. That's a nice way to take pressure off of your upper body here. And lift. 4 more here. 3, 2, and 1. Now lift your leg up to about hip height. Bend your knee. Bring it in towards your chest. You can round through your spine, or you can keep it more of a neutral spine. It's up to you. And then lengthen and extend your leg, opening up your chest to get a little bit of that extension through your back. And again, bringing your leg in and then reach to extend. And press. And lengthen. 5 more. 5. Reach. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And then release your leg back down. So same thing now, but on the opposite side. Reach and extend your leg, tap the mat and lift. Again, pressing away from the mat with your upper body here. You can also lower down onto your forearms if that feels best. On your wrists, taking that pressure off. Again, keeping that chest nice and open. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now lifting your leg up nice and high, hold it here. So find that lift from your lower abdominals. Bend your knee, pull it in towards your chest. You can round through your spine or keep a little bit more of that neutral spine here. And then extend your leg. Find that extension through your spine as well. And again, round and reach and press. Nice big inhale and then exhale. Using that breath to help you so you find energy with the movement. And lengthen. 3 more. 3, 2, last one, and release your leg back down. So everyone can lower down onto your forearms now, walking your knees back. You can go into a half plank, keeping your shins on the mat, or you can tuck your toes, lengthen through your heels, and hold it here. Keep pressing away from the mat. Keep drawing belly button into spine. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down onto your knees, separate them, and then send your hips back into child's pose, reaching back, sending your bottom on your heels, and lengthening your arms. Come back into that forearm plank one more time. So either a half plank where your knees are on the mat, shins are down, or you can tuck your toes under, lengthen through your heels for that full forearm plank. Holding it here engaging your glutes slightly. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down on your knees. Separate them, sending your hips back onto your heels. Nice big inhale. And exhale. And then roll it on up. Sweep your legs around. So now sitting up nice and tall. Separate your feet. So take your heels out to the corner edges of your mat. Sit up nice and tall here. So if you need to bend your knees, that may help your pelvis, because what tends to happen is if you have really tight hamstrings and if you have tight back muscles, if you extend your legs, your pelvis is going to curl and you're going to sit like this, really rounded. So you want to think about finding that length through your spine here and then reaching your arms out. So you're matching what your feet are doing. So finding a little V with your arms. Rotate to open up your chest here. So now you're opening and finding that length through your spine. Reach towards your pinky toes. You can bring your arm across. If you feel like you're really torquing on your shoulders, just bring your hand a little bit more towards your big toe. Slide it forward without sliding your feet. So you want to keep your hips even. Lift back up. Same thing now, but on the opposite side. So you're going to rotate to open up your spine, open up your chest. Reach it forward. It may mean that you can rotate your chest even more, or you're reaching towards your big toe, and then lift on up, and then come back through center. Again, nice big inhale. Exhale to reach. And through center. Again, rotate. As you reach forward, be careful that you're not sliding one foot forward. Lift and back to center. Even though this doesn't seem like you're doing a whole lot, you're actually doing a lot of movement through your spine. So you're finding that rotation through your spine. You're trying to keep your hips nice and steady. So there's actually a lot to think about. And back through center. One more on each side, keeping that chest open. Reach to press. And back through center. Last one. Reach, lift, and center. Now walk your feet on in. Bend your knees a little bit. Reach your arms forward and roll it down. So start by curling that pelvis under, zipping up your lower abdominals. Peel it down one vertebrae at a time. Reaching your arms back by your ears. Nice big inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin, roll it on up. Think one vertebrae at a time. Sitting up nice and tall, reach your arms overhead. Bend your elbows to open up your chest. Reach and extend your arms overhead again. And now curl your pelvis under, peel it down one vertebrae at a time. Reaching your arms back overhead, nice big inhale. Again, exhale, tuck your chin, roll it on up. Feeling that connection of that rib cage coming in and together. Sitting up nice and tall. Again, bending your elbows, but really thinking about opening up the chest, lengthening through your spine. Last one, curling that pelvis under, rolling it down. Feeling that connection of rib cage in and together. Reaching it back, nice big inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin. Reach and press overhead, bend those elbows, and lengthen. And then just peel it on down, one vertebrae at a time. Keeping your hands on the mat. You can walk your feet on in and just cross one leg over for that nice figure four stretch. You can keep your foot on the mat, or you can lift your foot off, bring your thighs closer to your chest as you take your hands behind your thigh. Just get that nice hip opener stretch. Nice big inhale through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. One more breath here. And then we can switch it out and do the same thing, but on the opposite side. So just crossing that leg over. You can start with your foot on the mat and just hold it here if that feels good. Or you can lift your foot off the mat, placing your hands behind your thigh. So that way you get that nice hip opener as well. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Last one. And then you can uncross your legs. You can place them on the mat where you have your knees slightly bent, or you can extend your legs fully for your roll up. It's up to you. Reaching your arms back by your ears. Nice big inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin. Peel it on up, one vertebrae at a time, so you're sitting up nice and tall, and then you can release your arms down by your sides. And you are all finished today with your Pilates Flow. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.